Hey everyone, this is Jen. I hope everybody's good. I'm a psychic medium, energy healer, and twin flame, and I'm here with an energy update of what's going on at the moment. Thank you for being here. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're returning. I appreciate this so much. Thank you for being part of this with me. I appreciate and love all the comments and the emails, and I'm available for readings if you would like to receive a reading with me. The information is below. Uh, right now, we are going through massive changes and a massive shift going on uh, at different levels. It's not only one. We on one hand are going towards the new moon, so the energies have started to settle at this time. New moon is October 19th, and it's a very powerful new moon, very powerful for manifestation. So because manifestation come with release, you might have been releasing in the past few days or weeks. There was this intense wave of purging over the weekend, and that one applied more, a little bit more to the divine masculine collective energy, but it could have been also because your twin was releasing. I know that this week a lot of divine masculine kind of broke down. They kind of touched the bottom of their heart for the first time ever. And that's really a parallel between what's going on with the planet, because some people are going through their spiritual awakening for their first time in their lives. And if you're an empath, you are feeling the impacts of this. So people are like opening up their eyes for the first time in their lives. A lot of people in a lot of divine masculine or runner twins, even though I don't like that term, or unawakened twins are opening up their eyes for the first time in their lives. That's beautiful. And that's most probably what you've been feeling lately. The longing, the crying, the purging, the density, the feeling tired, the feeling numb, the feeling lost, the feeling of not being yourself, the feeling of how come I cannot do anything right at this time, um, stuff like that, and all those physical symptoms too. Um, the divine masculine is awakening, opening their eyes like newborn babies. And some of them have started realizing how much they were sleeping before. And if you've met your twin a little while ago and you tried to connect, did not work, and went into, separation, even though there's no real separation, uh, they are realizing how asleep they were, how oblivious of things they were, how much they were all in their ego and mind, being, no, I'm right and you're wrong. What are you talking about? I'm not interested into hearing what you're saying. It doesn't exist. I don't know about it. Therefore, there is no possibility of this thing existing. And I'm not referring necessarily to the twin flame, but you know how it is. If you're in a twin flame connection, you know what I'm talking about. So uh, they are seeing things from the higher perspective, from a divine perspective. They are connecting in their hearts for the first time for real. Some of them haven't reached that point yet, but it will come. That's all in line with what's coming ahead, which is the new moon, which is union phase, union process. I've been shown that a lot of twins are stepping into a union process for the coming months, November and November. I'm going backwards. November and December. If you are resonating with what I'm saying, most probably you are in that group of twins who are entering, excuse me, into the union process. Keep in mind that it's a union process. It's a process. It cannot happen overnight, and it does come with some work, with some release, with some healing, with some, changing, with purging. I mean, this is not completely done. It's still going to happen, but the pace is going to pick up very quickly as the divine masculine accepts their true divinity and their own truth. Their eyes are going to open more and more with each day that passes, and they will realize things. First one being how asleep they were. The second one will be if you've had misunderstandings or conflicts or unresolved issues or conversations with your twin, they will go back to these moments and see it from a different angle, which is amazing. Of course, don't expect them to pick up the phone and say, "Hey, babe, you were right." It's not going to happen this way. They will just realize all these things and become more aware of their true authenticity, their true self, their true heart, and they will start operating from a heart level 100% of the time, and that will have a beautiful rebound effect on you. It's going to give you wings, basically. It's going to be much easier on you when that happens, because until it does happen, it does feel like there is resistance. And when you do feel resistance, you can always try to release on behalf of your twin by saying, "On behalf of my twin, I am releasing so and so and so," or you can just hold space or do both, actually. There's nothing wrong with releasing on behalf of your twin, because sometimes they just don't know what's going on and they don't know what to do about it. It's not because you know that they know. Sometimes they don't. And by releasing on their behalf, you're giving them a little push in the back. You're giving them support and you're helping them out, actually. Archangel Michael is coming in and saying that it is a good idea to ask for protection for the unions and to ask him to cut any and all sources of interference, negativity, and ill intentions from the union process. So that's a good idea to do so. You can do it every day, as many times as you need to, or just one time. You can follow your guidance on this. Archangel Uriel is also coming in, saying that he's putting some light on the path. So that's great. That's amazing. So a lot of people are feeling lost and numb. Like I said, that's because your twin is like, "What is going on with me?" It's massive what's going on. Those awakenings are happening at a very, very rapid rate. Something I've never seen in my life. I'm not saying that it never happened before. I don't know, but I've never seen this happening. You've probably seen it in your surrounding as well. If you've had friends or family members that were very stubborn or hard-headed, perhaps a few things have been happening with them to push them into their awakening, to push them into seeing things differently, to stop trying to control, because we don't get to control. We don't. We get to surrender and go with the flow and be fluid about things, because that's what going with the flow is being fluid, and just allowing yourself to receive, allowing people to share the love with you, being fluid, not being rigid. So if you've had or have people in your surroundings that are rigid, watch them go. They will start changing very quickly, very fast. They will drop behaviors, ways of seeing things, ways of doing things. They will start talking differently. Not their voice, of course, but saying things that you never thought you would hear them say. They will. So that's beautiful. the angels are saying, and the guides are saying that it's a really good idea to try to set up a new moon manifestation if you believe in that. If you don't, you can also use your intentions. Set your intentions on things that you want to manifest and put yourself in that state of manifestation, in that state of allowance, of surrender. One new moon ritual that a lot of people like and use is that you write down your intentions or the things that you want to manifest on a piece of paper. And you can go outside the night of the new moon and you can read that piece of paper under the new moon. You can also leave it outside for the entire night, and then you take it back inside and you burn it on the following full moon. That's just uh, an energy exchange. Okay, so using your intentions, that's an energy. You put your intentions, so you put energy into it. And when you burn it, is as if you release it to the universe. Or you can, if you don't have a fireplace, you can just rip it off and then throw it in recycling. Um, any method is good. There's no specific way to manifest. You can use whatever method you want to use. If you use crystals, that's very good too, very powerful. Some people will leave their crystal outside during the night of the new moon so they can receive uh, energies of the moon that night. Let me check. Okay, so what I'm being shown is that the divine masculine is walking forward, and they're saying expect miracles, and I get the chills when I hear that, expect miracles. So that's very powerful. Yeah, and they're saying it's really important to stand still. Do not try to rush. Do not try to push this. There is no way around this. Just let it happen. Allow it and follow your guidance. You might be guided to do specific things in order to manifest things. So do listen to your guidance. Basically, at this point, the divine masculine, some of them are really about to enter the union process, and others are still working on releasing things from their past, and that can go beyond this lifetime. It can go past lives, or all the way back to your first existence, which for a lot of you is Atlantis. um, yeah, they're showing me a mix of working on both uh, father healing, mother healing, and just a lot of different healing. I'm sorry, that was not clear, but um, they're working on healing in general. That's the best way I could say it. Different things. It looks like it's less deep this time, like the final details, like the touch-ups. So that's great. For a lot of people, that's what it feels like. So if you are the divine masculine, you might be feeling this. So if you're wondering what's going on with you, that's what's going on. A lot of healing and purging going on. If you're the divine masculine, feminine, you might be feeling this on behalf of your twin, and you might be called to just support and release. So please do so. Let me check. Yeah, they keep showing me like this path that we're all in and that we're all going forward. So this is happening. It really is happening, even though it might not feel like it. Remember that it's all an illusion, what we're going through here. So many other things are happening behind the veil. And yeah, they're showing me how hard they are working on behalf of everyone, and they're saying, please do ask us for support. Please do ask for support. We are there and ready to help. It looks like it's crunch time, the final hours before an exam kind of thing. That's what it feels like. So you might be getting a feeling of pressure. That's what you're feeling. Pressure, just not stress. It can feel like stress, but pressure to do things, pressure to get things done and to move forward. That's what it is. That's a divine timing in action, absolutely in action. Even though perhaps you're not seeing any of this, but do not worry, it is happening. A lot of people are receiving guidance and synchronicities through all kinds numbers, songs, a lot of 1111 and 111 also being seen by a lot of people. And those numbers are mainly linked to spiritual awakening. So it's either your awakening or your twins or just another layer happening at this time. They're saying, and whoa, that is such a huge wave of love. They're saying how proud they are of everyone because they know how hard everyone has been working. And they're saying, we have not let you down. We have not let you down. Because it feels like some people feel like they are left behind. They're not. Ask for support, ask for guidance. And when you do, and you do not receive any answer, just be patient, just wait. You're going to get it somehow. Try to look inside of you also to see if there's anything that you are resisting or running from. Um, Other than that, yeah, because they're not saying anything anymore. They'll come back, I guess. At this time, the energies, like I said, very strong on the planet, very strong in the twin flame connection, very strong for the new moon as well. So please go ahead and do set your intentions to manifest. Oh yeah, they're saying manifestation, manifestation. So do set your intentions in whatever way you feel is right for you. It can just be in your mind, just saying, this is what I want to manifest for the highest good of all. Always for the highest good of all. Because if it's not, if it's out of ego or greed or wanting material things, it's not going to happen. Of course, you're allowed to want material things, but the new moon manifestation is not for that unless it is for your highest good. A lot of people talking about material things, a lot of people are disconnected from that at this point, and totally normal, by the way. Like not wanting, it's fall here in Canada, and for example, not knowing to buy new clothes for the new season, not wanting to, purchase anything material, but just keeping it to the bare minimum. Very normal at this time, very, very normal. And just allow yourself to surf through that. It means that save your money, keep it for later, because you're going to need it later, or you're going to have a better use of it later. And it's actually a very good sign as well that you've done very well on your spiritual journey once you detach from the need of wanting material things. I mean, uh, I'm talking on one level when I'm saying this, because I used to, for example, love buying shoes. I'm a boots and shoes girl. I love buying shoes. And for the past few years, I'm like, nah, yeah, they're nice, but I'm not going to buy them. And I'm not feeling that need anymore. And that is in parallel with my spiritual life and my twins' spiritual life. Perhaps you're going through this at this time. A lot of people are. That's what I'm being shown. And it's also part of like being detached, feeling like you're detached from yourself from everything else. When you feel like this, being detached, it's where you're going through a very important spiritual growth phase. So that's usually a very good sign that things are moving on the higher realms. Let me check. I think that's it for now. So short video. Okay, yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I will come back if there's something else to share. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so using my Facebook page at Indigo Girls Readings or using my email, indigogirl555@gmail.com. The information is below. It will be my pleasure to read for you. And until the next video, please take care and be well. Ciao, ciao.